Hello, everybody. It is August 20th, 2023. This is Matthew Hambrick. This is not TJ, but this is another episode of the Now Mind You podcast. Who else we got here today?
You got me, you got Bryce, baby.
That's right. It's just Matt and Bryce today.
Yeah.
TJ has some other things he had to take care of. So he will be back next week. We got a full docket for y'all today.
Yes, we do.
Today we have Hajime no Ippo, we have Chainsaw Man, we have Sakamoto Days, Dragon Ball Super, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, and Kaiju number 8. And we also have our topic of the week, which is what, Bryce?
What is the favorite Kamehameha?
What is your favorite Kamehameha wave? So, with that being said, we're just gonna jump straight into it. The first one we got is Hajime no Ippo. Hajime no Ippo, we pick up with Mashiba getting out of jail. And upon Mashiba being released, he is pretty much seeing, pretty much seeing another side of his own life, seeing that there are ways that he can find a way out of these troubles. And um, he ends up going to a boxing gym, realizing that he'll be praised for fighting. He's given a job at a trucking company that already kind of hires people who get in trouble off and on. And his goal ultimately was so he could become the world champion and make money to take care of, people he cares about. And that's sort of where this dark spirit that we see descend off of him comes from. It's his desperation. And he had never used it in the ring up until he fought Miata. And he said the last of it pretty much had come out of him when he fought Ippo. We also just kind of get a little bit more of a deeper character study to Mashiba, and really just kind of realize he's kind of a really lonely guy on the inside of it. And then the last panel we have his team watching footage of his upcoming opponent, that demon, and just trying to figure out who they can get for sparring, and in what way they'll be able to help Mashiba. And that pretty much was the end of the chapter. It's a great chapter overall. I really enjoyed it. I'm a Mashiba stan, so I'm always going Mashiba no matter what. I don't have anything else to add. Obviously, as you guys already know, Bryce he doesn't read Hajime no Ippo,
But I
but
might start.
we're not gonna shame him for that. However, upon his request, we're
Yeah.
gonna jump into My Hero Academia as our second manga that we're gonna get into today, and Bryce is gonna handle the review. So, Bryce, the floor is yours.
I can do it. I can do it, man. I'm a behave. I'm gonna be cool. Let's get in the mid. I mean, my hero. Um,
Wow.
so just basically, we're still getting with the fight between All Might and All for One. Um, we kind of get like this inner monologue going, like the bitter rivalry and hatred they have for each other. All Might using the battle suit to, I guess, entertain All for One, because we know what's kind of coming from this. Um, he gets a good shot in on All for One. All for One start using their powers, and it looks like for a second the suit takes a huge hit. But I believe that it heals just a little bit, and we get a kind of a flashback panel between the first time All Might runs into the previous One for All wielder, and the fight still continues. Just really a lot of shit talking towards each other. Um, as All for One put it, you pathetic, washed up piece of garbage. So you're
Yeah.
wearing a trash bag and have lost all perspective. Well, your gadgets are gone once I break them because those toys can't go beyond their own. And then what does All Might say? Great minds think alike, pal of mine. And yeah, All Might just kind of runs into All for One, and the fight's gonna keep going. This was like what, like this was like one of those double panel chapters, so it's
Mm-hmm.
really more like 8, 9 pages. just kind of like some filler shit. Um, y'all know how I feel about My Hero, so I'm gonna pass it to Matt.
This was, this is they pattern. I'm surprised we even got any form of continuity on this, to be honest. But this is the My Hero pattern. It's like, we get the fire, and sometimes the chapters are so fire that you damn near want to forget that they've been on bullshit. But I didn't want to forget, and I didn't forget. I thought this was a cool fight for sure, and I'm definitely interested in seeing how this is going to play out. We'll see if we even get, if they'll continue this fight next week or what, and I guess I can give more of an opinion based on that. I'm just interested in seeing how All Might's gonna die. And I'm not gonna lie, like this might be like the only time I've ever even uh consumed a series where I was just like waiting on a character's death. Like it wasn't even, nobody necessarily knows it's gonna happen, anything like that. But it's like I'm not rushing All Might's death either. You feel me, Bryce? Like I'm just like, okay, when is it
Yeah,
gonna happen? Is this about to be the moment that he finally goes? So I
I'm
don't
a,
know, but
I'm
that's
a,
where I'm
I'm
at
a,
with it.
I'm gonna be real with you. I kind of, I feel like it should have been the opposite motion. I feel like I feel like All My should have got one shot. I don't think we
Damn.
should have this fight. I think this it feels too much like filler. I feel like he should have been one shot because we kind of got this fight before. Um, we know like the emotions with it. Yeah, we have a younger All for One, but he's supposed to be like at his strongest, and you have a battle suit. But what the fuck does that mean? Um, I think it just would have been more powerful um, if he would have just showed up to the battlefield with Shigaraki and Deku, and All Might gets involved, and he just gets one shotted, and maybe then we get like some needed like growth and closure with Deku and All Might, and just kind of moving the fuck forward. This just feels like filler. Um, but yeah, that's my thought.
Okay. I don't personally feel like it felt like filler, but I don't know. Like I said, we'll see if we get any continuity with this fight. Like if they're gonna let us enjoy it. Um, but I damn, I guess to a degree I do agree with you somewhat, because it's like, yeah, he's at this point there shouldn't be like a suit that a nigga can pull up in. Like it's just be like, oh no, you out of here, dog. Like
Right,
you gone.
and we got this fight before. That's my thing. All of this shit could have been said before when y'all fought before. And yeah, he's younger,
I forgot
but
that
like,
they fought. Not like the historical
say that again.
version, like that we don't see, but I forgot that they've actually shown them fight it before.
Yeah, that's how he lost his powers.
Yeah.
That's what got him locked up at the
Yeah,
prison
that's
in the
it. He
first place.
used the last of them embers. Yeah.
And that was supposed to be like the end of that era. And now they're fighting again in this era with the two people of the era fighting somewhere else. And it's been like how many chapters since we've seen them?
Hmm. Well,
I'm hearing me, man. I don't like my hero. Yeah,
we almost out the woods, man.
Woods, man. This is I don't even I wouldn't even call this Woods.
Damn.
So,
Well, you know what?
so
We're gonna just flip it to something positive. We're gonna jump into Jujutsu Kaisen.
that's positive.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but okay, something better. I'll just put it
This
like
shit
that.
is tense. Let's go though. Let's do it.
So we got Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 232. In Human Makio Shinjuku Showdown Part 10. This is still the battle between Sukuna and Gojo. Um, Pretty much they're trying to prevent Sukuna from getting X amount of spins of the wheel that's floating above his head, because that will then make Maharaga pretty much adapt to Gojo's techniques, which would basically make Gojo useless in a battle against Maharaga. Um, so Gojo's goal is he has to kill Sukuna before he can complete the set amount of spins, and he's throwing all his attacks and shit at him. Um, and pretty much everybody is watching on the edge of their seat. and there's like a curse technique reversal thing that he does, and he shoots off an attack, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, he missed!" But Gojo utilized the Black Flash technique that he learned uh from no, not Yuta, god damn it, Yuji, that he learned from Yuji, basically from Yuji learning how to even try to use his cursed energy to begin with. He pretty much does a Black Flash style of one of those like colored attacks that he does, and there's a delayed reaction. The delayed reaction leads them to believe that everything is good, and it was until when he hit him, the wheel fell off of Sukuna's head and it rotated one last time. Immediately after it rotated, Maharaga comes out of a shadow in the ground, and now it's Gojo versus Maharaga. And
Yeah.
pass it to you, Bryce.
This shit tense, man. This shit gonna give me hemorrhoids. Listen, let me just be frank.
Okay.
I've always said this. I know what's happening, but I don't know what the fuck is going on. I I don't know. They could kill off Sukuna. They could kill him off. I don't know why. I don't know how I could just believe that happening. You know, or maybe I don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen because anybody can just die at this point. Um, and so like there's just so much riding on this fight. Um, and it's just a good amount of tension to get out of a fight. I don't think I've ever been this invested in like a manga fight. Manga fights are kind of tougher to kind of stay in tune with because you know you're kind of going from chapter to chapter, just trying to take in all the action. It's not like animation where it's kind of more fluid and you just go with it. There's barely any dialogue and shit.
Yeah, it was a
So it's
lot of action.
yeah. And so, as Matt said, clear how the fight's going. We get a Black Flash, and then Maharaga comes out. Um,
Uno reverse to Uno reverse.
Uno reverse. But you know what's interesting? Um, it looks like Sukuna was out cold for a second when he got hit with the Black Flash. So maybe that might have an effect on how Maharaga comes out.
No, if Maharaga's there, it's already that.
Sorry,
Like
yeah,
it was his it was condition based. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But hey, you know what? Listen, you never know because these niggas have done nothing but continuously uh go directly against like what should and shouldn't be possible within their universe, which I think is actually really smart plot armor
yeah.
on the author's part to be like, well, how come they can do this? It's like, oh, rules don't apply to these two. So, all right, I buy that kind of.
So, he got Gojo got cut. How this is gonna play out is gonna be pretty interesting. Maybe Maharaja just ends up dying. Maybe that's how Gojo kind of helps the group, like taking away Maharaja from Sukuna. Um, it is interesting to me. It looks like Sukuna's a little bit out cold when Maharaja comes out. So maybe
I
that
think
might
they
be interesting.
switch.
Think they switched.
Yeah,
Mm, yeah, this is interesting. So we're just gonna have to see next week, fam. I'm ready for this fight to end, fam. I'm ready though. I am ready. I need this to go. It's too
yeah.
tense. Really good chapter. Really good.
You wanna take us on the young Sakamoto days?
Let's go into Young Sakamoto Days. Chapter 131. TJ told me to be kind about this chapter. And I'll be honest with you, TJ. I love this fucking chapter. Um, it's first of all, let me just say that was a short fucking arc. I thought we were gonna be I thought we were gonna be there way longer. I thought we were maybe gonna jump to and fro. Maybe a couple more people were gonna pop out. Nope, we are back at Sakamoto's spot in the basement. And we got Mr. Chia Pet here, kind of locked up in the basement. Um Shin and Sakamoto are trying to get information out of him. And you know, he's got a strong will. He's not really talking. We see that Heisuke is kind of depressed after Hio's death. He's just in bed, of course. Um, you know, that's interesting. That conversation is going to be interesting when that comes about. They definitely got to talk about that. Um,
Yeah,
they definitely have to talk about that.
yeah. It's the debrief finna be crazy.
Debrief because they I mean they have to know. They have to know it's at that point, but you know, maybe they're just like we just gonna
Or
kind of
maybe
let
they know.
yeah,
Like, do they know already?
they have to.
Yeah, they gotta know why he just laying there.
Um, but yeah, so of course Sakamoto, the Sakamoto elite squad, they ready to kill this dude. And of course Sakamoto's daughter's just watching. She feels like Chia Pet's getting bullied. Um, so she comes in and kidnaps him basically and goes across town like rebuilding him with like toy parts, which is fucking hilarious and it's fucking adorable. First they go to a
Make him
toy
cute.
shop. First they go to a toy shop. He gets fucking tank legs and rabbit and a rabbit chest piece. Go to a go to a what has to be like a hardware store, gets a built-in fan in the back.
It was a hardware store.
Say what?
That's it. It was actually a hardware
The
store.
hardware store. Yeah, get a hardware store in the back. Get Wi-Fi put in. She had to get the Wi-Fi. That's hilarious. And then they end up in the park just sharing a tree. She's got ice cream. He's got diesel oil. He makes her cry. And you know,
Instantly felt bad.
he starts to kind of being in Sakamoto's world, which is a very, very huge contrast. Um, you know, he's so loyal to Kashima, to Mr. X. Um, you know, just based off of like the bleak world that they're from, and just trying to bring justice to it, as opposed to Sakamoto's world that's just so light and just open, and there's just kind people just fixing him up, even though in his mind he doesn't even he's his enemy. Like you shouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that. And a car somehow ends up flying across the road and is about to hit Sakamoto's daughter, and Chia Pet saves her. And I'm wondering if that was like if there was like some intention behind that. Was that just really just a random car that did that? Is somebody like in the background like let me try to do some dirt to Sakamoto or something like that? Probably not. You know, it's just probably just one of those chapters where some crazy shit happens. This is the Sakamoto Day world where ain't no chill in this shit. Um,
Mhm.
and you know, Chia Pet saves her, and you know, Sakamoto kind of talking to him. Um, he decides to kind of tells him everything in the one condition to save Mr. X. And that's just the end of the chapter. This definitely felt like filler, but I like the filler. It's funny. It's good. It kind of brings the point home in the contrast between Mr. X and Sakamoto's world. And just kind of everyone that goes into Sakamoto's world just kind of just becomes, you know, just more they get that humanity back, you know, the idea of
Mhm.
protecting people. I just think that kind of gets into what this manga's about. And it's just a really good chapter, especially just coming off of how tense things are. I think going into the last arc, you know, we saw the death of a JCC member. Um, we see that this person that we thought was dead isn't really dead, but they're like a part of this person's mind. And they have like a plan to destroy the assassin world, which would bring like chaos. And then here you find yourself in Sakamoto's world, where it's just like a bunch of people just living, making an honest living, and then they just find this random person with a deer head, and they just decide to fix it up for Sakamoto's daughter, who's done so much for the community.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like that's really cool. That's a really interesting way to just kind of bring us back to reality and kind of reset things. Just remind us where Sakamoto is now, as opposed to where he was. Really good chapter. I loved it. I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna pass it to you, Matt.
I think one, I got you, TJ. Where's the anime announcement? Two,
Yep.
um, I feel like I'm kind of at a point now, like not necessarily. I didn't feel like it was filler. I felt like it was, necessary to see, where we at now, considering everything that like literally just happened. Um, and I feel like we all, to a degree, I put in the group chat. I feel like we all, to a degree, kind of called, that this was gonna happen. Like, okay, did they turn him into a cash register? No, not quite. But um, despite the fact that they didn't turn him to this cash register, he has tank legs now. He has arms. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much has turned over a new leaf. Like he already started working at the store. We pretty much know that at this point. Like bro finna be on the payroll in a second because that's what happens. Like if they're not gonna if you end up making it, it's like they give them like the Z fighter treatment. Like if we don't kill you, we go ahead and let you rock with us.
Right.
Or if they do kill you, they let you rock with them still. So I don't know, but I enjoyed the chapter. Sakamoto Days. It don't be missing, man.
They don't. Hey, if Chia Pet joined the squad and he's just like the $5 man, I'm not mad.
The $5 man,
Hey,
the 2,000 yen man.
the 2,000 yen man, exactly.
That's how much it costs. Um, you got any other thoughts?
This was a good ass shot.
Banger alert.
Chia
Um,
Pet joined the squad, y'all.
banger alert time. Uh, we finna have to go ahead and rotate over to Kaiju number 8.
Ooh.
We get Kaiju number 8, chapter 92, episode 92, whatever they want to call it, right?
Mhm.
Uh, with that, we end up getting Hoshina is still in the middle of his fight against 10. Oh, wait, no. Wait, 10 is in the suit, right?
Yeah. No,
So
well, 10 is the suit, 11 is the Kaiju.
11, right? So they're fighting Kaiju 11. Um, and you kind of get this internal monologue between 10 and Hoshina, and they're trying to he's 10 is trying to get Hoshina to figure out why he persists. And his persistence is not based in anything other than apparently his love for fighting, which is what causes he and 10 to be such a perfect match. Once they get lined up on that, he ends up getting 100% a 100% output from the suit. He and 10 are completely synced up. 10 even opens up to the maximum internally where we see like what he looks like with that full face opened up where that eye is like right down the middle, which is insane. And we see that he does the force unleashed, but he also says number 10's weapon. So maybe this sword is very specific. Maybe this is a different sword from the one that we seen Hoshina have, but overall, this shit is crazy. It's
Yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
This shit
Um,
was nuts. I'm passing it to you.
it's good that they found that compatibility, right? Like, that thing that's gonna have them be like a very good combination. And it's of course just the joy of battle. Always good to have a berserker type on a team. Um, yeah, 100% compatibility. We're gonna see what happens next time. Um, just a really cool chapter. Pretty simple actually. It's cool to get a pep talk from a kaiju. Never thought never thought I would witness that, but hey, I'm completely for it. Um, yeah, where this goes after this arc would be very interesting. Um, because I can't tell you who's after, if there is a after Kaiju number 9, if he makes it or not. But yeah, this was just dope. This was just dope. Maybe it's like maybe the blade is like maybe there's like a kaiju eye in it, something like that would be cool. Like if it's just like a last resort kaiju blade or something, that would be great.
Bro really hit the 100 though.
Hit the 100. He went ahead hit the 100. And you know, going back to like what is that guy's name for? Who just unlocked like a new power with his kaiju suit.
Yeah, I know what
It
you're talking about.
wouldn't, it wouldn't be surprising if the first thing you have to do in order to unlock like a new power, it's Gen. Gen was the one that did it.
Yeah.
In order to unlock the new power, is to reach 100 with the suit. Um, so you know, I do think that that's definitely going to be something that's going to come into play later on in the series. Um, it's just good that we kind of got that look now at what the possibilities are. So now we get to walk to the process of doing that. I think that would be really cool to see as things move forward. Um, yeah, this was just a dope shot there. They reached 100. Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Um,
That shit, I mean, then the whole, they had the whole Fang over Fang moment. I love the whole character with, like the internal double character thing. I always love that trope in series. So this one for me, like, but without a shadow of a doubt, this
yeah.
shit went crazy. Like I really, really enjoyed it. Um, all right, so the next one we're gonna get into, Bryce, is let's do Chainsaw Man.
Okay. Chainsaw Man, chapter 139. Following up with what happened last week with Denji running into the Sword Devil. TJ put in our chat the picture where he came from when Makima had an assault when she did her well, shit, I can't even say spoiler alert at this point. Well, when Makima came through to take out Chainsaw Man, she brought a bunch of powerful devils. He was one of them. And we find out that his name is Miri Sugo. He kind of is like that. He seems like a Sasuke to Denji's Naruto. Like he's just as much as a dick, kind of an outcast, but the ladies love him.
Mhm.
Um, we get into just kind of what he wants with Denji. He basically wants Denji to join the church. He is a part of a group uh uh called the Weapons, and they walk with Chainsaw Man. Um, and which he offers Denji a good deal. He can be free and he can eat all the steak he wants to. Um, as opposed to Denji's situation now, where he's normal, has a normal life, and is used as a fucking chair. Which is fucking terrible.
He was being paid for that.
I mean, I
Well,
don't think
maybe.
I don't think he get paid. He ain't getting paid in the conventional sense. Let me just say that. Um, but yeah, just kind of having this argument between him and Denji while Denji is a chair, and what's her name? I can't remember her name, but just this person from the Demon Slayer Corp that just doesn't
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, she doesn't she does she's he's a tool that they just have to like keep under wraps and not use and just let die. They don't really care about him.
Hmm.
And this dude kind of still has him going into the bullshit, but like at least he's just like, yo, like be free, like enjoy your life, bro. You want to do this. And we know Denji wants to do this, but he's thinking about his family, kind of just the things he has now, and kind of living that normal life. But of course, Denji is gonna be Denji. And when Denji says no to the deal because it feels good to be a stepping stool and a chair, um, Miri mentions that if he would have joined the church, not only would he have uh, lived a free life, but he could have got laid. He could have had as many women as possible. And of course, Denji just ends up teleporting somehow and ending up in the hallway and saying he's going to join the church. But also, this is kind of interesting, right? The fact that here's the thing, this would be weird, but it would be hilarious if this isn't Denji. This might be Denzel.
We don't know if the Black Chainsaw Man looks like Denji, though. We don't know who he
Yeah.
is.
Right, but we don't know if he does or does not look like Denji. We don't know. That's not impossible.
Here you go with this unknown shit.
You know I gotta go with the unknown unknowns, man. That's how I work. That's how I work. There's known knowns and there's known unknown. There's unknown unknowns. Things that we don't know that we don't know. All right.
Mm-mm.
That's
No, I'm
how
not
I
going down
roll.
this rabbit hole. I won't do it. I refuse.
It's too late. You already here with me, fam. You already there with me. And of course, we found out that the reason why Miri wants to be Denji's friend too is because he freed him from Akima, and we appreciate that. Um, so it's very interesting the setup we're having. The Church of Chainsaw Man versus the Bureau that kind of wants to pacify Denji versus the church that wants him to roam free. Very interesting how this is all kind of heading out. It's really building up. I did not know how the story was going to play out, but definitely just it's really going to be based off Denji one choosing to be Chainsaw Man or just really trying to live a normal life as he originally wanted, you know. Um, so yeah, super interested. Looks like we're gonna go to the church next. So that's gonna be interesting. And Asa's in the church, right? Asa's in the she's no she well yeah she's fighting demons for the sake of Chainsaw Man. So Chainsaw Man joining the church is gonna be that's gonna be some shit. Um, which is weird now. I have to ask the question: how the fuck does Asa not know he's Chainsaw Man?
Because she's too
It's
worried about being fucking depressed and shit.
yeah, yeah, I guess because this seems like a very known thing. Well, I guess amongst other demons, shit like that, so, or devils rather. But yeah, really good chapter. Denji gonna be Denji. We got Denji's potential rival. I'm loving it. This is just keeps building up. I'm gonna pass it to Matt.
Denji, even though obviously it's a manga, Denji doing the anime teleport, and he was like, "You said a Chainsaw Man church." Bro was
Yep.
like, "Yo, how did you get over here though?" Like,
Hey man, I thought about it. You know, I really had to sit on it, and I'm gonna just join y'all. Man, Denji gonna do what he got to do.
listen, doing everything necessary. My
Yep.
man's all he had to do was Chainsaw Man Church
Yep.
because Denji kind of likes the fame now. You know what
He
I'm saying? And
does.
I like that we've seen like at least somewhat of this change in him. And obviously everything is about gain for Denji, you know, to
Yep.
X amount of degree. But I don't know. I really like this chapter. But to me, to a degree, this to me felt like filler.
This felt like filler.
Yeah, like how you said the stuff in the others and with which one did you just say is felt like he
I
was
said
reading
that
filler?
about Sakamoto, and I said that
Yeah,
about.
Sakamoto. I felt like this was kind of filler to a degree.
I feel that. I think the pattern that I'm really getting out of Chainsaw Man is it's gonna be a lot of like weird shit mixed with dialogue and just kind of keeping the plot going. Then some crazy action shit pops off, and then we just kind of it just kind of rotates. So how this is yeah, I get you. I get in the sense of like feeling like filler.
Yeah, again, I don't even really mean it in a negative sense as much as the context of that is negative. I'm just saying it. That's what it feels like, but I don't think it is filler. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good chapter.
Yeah, me too. Me
Uh,
too.
pretty much everything came to play this week. We
Yeah.
got what else we got left? Oh, we got our last one this week. We got Dragon Ball Super. Um, this one is chapter 96, and we're still going through the Dragon Ball Super movie, superhero to be more specific. So we're still kind of going through how that was in the manga. We, however, are getting I believe a few extra details because I don't remember all of this necessarily. But we see a little bit of Trunks and Goten and essentially Bulma getting word to Trunks and Goten that everything that's going on. So they decide they're gonna go pull up. We also see uh Piccolo make his have his big power up while he's
Yep.
fighting number two. So he's dealing with that. And then we come to the realization that the little kid, the doctor, he isn't aware that the people that he's dealing with are evil. And now he is aware of the fact that they're evil. And he ups his own little super suit. We also see his homie Magenta start up in the blicky on a child trying to shoot Pan. Pan just dancing, dodging these bullets. That's also crazy. Pan's like in kindergarten. This man
Yeah.
tried to clap a kindergartner.
You can't trust anybody with a pompadour in Dragon Ball Z.
You the Pompadour guy though.
Yeah, but like it depends on the series. Like look
You
at
said
that
in this
pompadour.
universe, that's not it.
That's not it. Cause like he got like a curve on it. His shit
Like
look like
toothpaste.
a yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like how you even do that, bro? You doing too much. You go through the pompadour grease a can at a time just to get that. Nah, not the way. Not the way of the pompadour.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not.
Uh, as we're continuing with that, we the fight between Gohan, Piccolo, and Androids 1 and 2 or superheroes 1 and 2 ends when they all make the realization that they're on the same side because uh they 1 and 2 want to be heroes. That's what they believe that they are. Um Magenta eventually is able to free Cell Max. Cell Max has pretty much pulled up. He's not ready yet. But he's essentially in stage 2 of what we know to be Cell, but he's fucking giant. So we see the beginning of them at least attempting to try to fight Cell Max. And right at the end of that, Sandman 1 and 2, Goten and Trunks have pulled up. And that's where the chapter ends. Bryce, I'll pass it to you.
Yeah, it's we still going off the super, but just the subtle differences are good. This was like a really cool like action chapter. Um, the one thing about the superhero movie that I really liked was like it just gave real Dragon Ball vibes, just kind of lighthearted, good action, a lot of focus on like actual like martial art fighting, not rather like the power ups and shit, but you still kind of get that like transformation shit with like Dragon Ball Z. The Orange Piccolo transformation super dope. And we kind of get like the subtle difference between Orange Piccolo and Green Piccolo. When he powers down, not only is he smaller, not only is he green, but his antennas are up when he's in Orange Piccolo mode, and when he's normal, they're just down. So I thought that's like a really cool way
Super
to
Saiyan
also just have like
antennas.
a yeah. Um so yeah, Pan just being Pan, she's gonna be the truth. I wonder it's another thing I noticed, super random, but like the differences between the Saiyans through the generations, right? Like Goku and Vegeta, not even Goku. I mean, well, he grew up on Earth, but like that saying, like, yo, we just gotta train, we gotta fight. That's just what we do. That's just strong in them. And then you have Gohan's generation where, he was deep in the shits. The power is definitely there. He just kind of I feel like Gohan was just so traumatized from it. He chooses to get away from that, right? And
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to like the
I
like
mean, for good
go
reason.
for good reason, right? Like yo, like fam, my uncle tried to kidnap me.
How
I got
about oh wait.
my uncle tried to kidnap me. I got kidnapped by these freaky ass zombie vampires. What else? I went to Earth and fought a bunch like a freaky short racist dude, and then like I got back to Earth. and like niggas made like a fucking made me kind of technically a Saiyan brother via like blood samples from my dad and everybody that I know, and I had to kill him right after he killed my dad. And yeah,
By the
so like
way,
fuck
my dad
like
gave this nigga a full power up right before I fought him.
because he wanted me to kill him. He wanted me to catch my first body on purpose. Yeah,
Hey, giving that nigga Cell a Senzu being was really wild.
that was
Goku was
really
really different for
disrespectful.
that. That
That
was
was really
some
disrespectful
that was he
because
was different and not in a good way. You was wilding, my boy. That was
and he made
crazy.
Cell stronger. That made him stronger. He had Saiyan DNA. He made him a bigger problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, just to see Trunks and Goten's generation, they just kind of they're kind of cold, but they just more so live their normal life and they can't really do stuff like Bulma and Chi Chi don't want them involved with shit, but they do like superhero shit, but they don't even like train like that. Like Goten doesn't even know how to like pinpoint people's chi. Not Goten, Trunks does. Trunks doesn't know how to do that. Goten seems like he's on the money with it, but of course
He went to Piccolo school for a
he
little
went to
bit.
Piccolo school for a little bit. Piccolo was over the Daddy Piccolo. So yeah. Just kind of getting back to it and going over what Matt said. It's interesting to see them so relaxed just immediately after the fight. Gohan apparently can't see shit unless he has his glasses on, or unless he turns Super Saiyan, that he don't need his glasses, which is very interesting. Like as a Saiyan and like being a Saiyan human hybrid.
Hey, that's the human
Um,
half, baby.
yeah. And yeah. I'm curious to see how Trunks and Goten is going to play out in this fight. I really hope they fuse with the superhero suits and we get Gotenks with the suit on. Um, I think that would be really cool.
If I see Gotenks in a Sandman suit, I'm not really gonna know how to handle myself. I'm not gonna hold you.
I'm gonna tell you this: it would be officially better than the movie, and the movie's hard to top. That
We'll
movie
see.
is like top five, top three
Superhero
Dragon
was
Ball.
really good. It was really
Yeah.
good.
Um. But
I
yeah. Oh, what were you gonna say?
I just wanted to add in, like, I still maintain the fact that they building up to some shit because everybody keeps getting these power ups and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, we know what power up we got coming for another character, but Piccolo got his. Like, just track them, right?
Yep.
We saw Boo get in shape. We saw Piccolo get his just now. Another
Mm-hmm.
character's about to get theirs, obviously. Goku and Vegeta both just got theirs. Y'all two
Ultra
mans.
Instinct and Ultra Ego. Yep. Broly.
Yeah, Broly is also on y'all team now. Frieza has just got an upgrade.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is leading to them dealing with Frieza or them dealing with the android that has Morrow's powers
Yeah.
because he's
Yeah.
still out there
He's still out there.
and he still has Morrow's powers.
Yeah. That's very interesting because like to have all the and the thing is for all of them to have a power up makes me think that all of them are going to fight someone like each
That's what
one of
I'm
them
saying.
a major fight, which kind of gives me that tournament vibe, but not like it's worse. It's kind of worse because at least the tournament, like everybody was gonna get a moment, but for everyone to be this powerful, the tournament had Master Roshi, it had Krillin, Tien, had
Yeah, but I
Andrews
mean,
in it.
again, like that, I think we're getting back to the Z fighters era where it's like, okay, we got a team of niggas that can fight.
Yeah.
You feel me? Where everybody could kind of get busy. Granted, we know that it's gonna come down to their last three. Piccolo gonna get his ass beat. Vegeta gonna
Oh,
pull up. He gonna Vegeta is gonna show us what the line of strength is, and then Goku is gonna show up.
I just hope everybody catches a body. I know how crazy that sounds, but I hope everybody
I mean, because
catches one. If they're
we
gonna make
got
Gohan,
Yeah, and we got 17's power up too. Just in the fact that 17 went as far as he did in the tournament.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
That's
I'm
true
saying?
though. You think 17 can go back up? Yeah.
17, yeah, I mean, it's even through their logic, like 17 is on the level of pretty much all they people. He's at
You
17's
know
on the
what?
level because he can train nonstop. 17 is proven to be on the level of at least blue, and he's clearly on the level that he was out there to survive when they were fighting literally a nigga stronger than a god of destruction and a nigga who awakened his power for the god of destruction. He was still out there.
Yep.
And I mean, shit, he is the winner of the tournament of power. Like, let's not even play that game neither. He
Yeah,
won.
he got the championship at his house. That shit is in his living room. Not
You feel
Goku.
me? It's in his name.
Yep.
The universe owe him.
Yep. Talking
But
mad shit on that cruise.
come on. He on Carnival Cruise going crazy.
Crazy.
Uh,
Crazy.
but yeah, man, that's you got anything else you want to add in for Dragon Ball Super?
Just some random shit. And, just off this unknown future fight. I really like the idea of taking like certain people and making them canon. If they
Mhm.
made Broly canon, I hope they do um like maybe like a Super 17 type of situation, a baby type of situation, or a Bojack situation.
They want these GT niggas back. Bojack?
Bojack, yeah.
Different.
Bojack was dope.
I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying.
For sure.
I'm just saying, listen. Bojack the first nigga in Dragon Ball Z to just straight punch a nigga low. Like, no, I'm just punching you in the nuts. Caught
Yeah.
the nigga by the leg, fully cocked back, right in the balls. Nah, he's different.
Yeah.
That's a real villain.
Real villains, bro. Let's
Yeah,
do it. Let's give him a
I'm
whole
honoring
arc.
Bojack. I honor Bojack. I would like to see Garlic Jr. personally.
Garlic Jr. would be such a good one, but they got to explain how this motherfucker goes God mode.
I mean, or he could just end up being fodder. I'm with that too.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I like Garlic Jr. I'm a Garlic
I
Jr.
like
guy.
Garlic Jr. too.
Um, going on. So if that's all you got, let's just go ahead and hop into the topic of the week, which is our favorite Kamehameha from Dragon Ball. Bryce, I know that you said you have multiple. I'm just gonna go with I'm gonna throw mine out first because
Okay.
I know you gotta listen. This probably gonna spark me to be like, oh yeah, and then it was this one. I went through a few. I think, which is kind of fucked up, but you'll understand why. It's a Kamehameha that actually was not super successful, and it was the Kamehameha in the Broly movie that he does point blank on Broly, and that Broly
Uh,
completely walks through. Because
yeah,
it's only my favorite one because we've seen niggas like bat the Kamehameha wave away, block it, catch it. Bro walked he walked to the source of it. Goku literally had stopped doing the attack in disbelief. Like, this nigga did not just walk up.
yeah, that was a morale killer.
And
Goku was
it's,
done after that.
yeah, bro. What do you say?
You can't say anything. You just got to take what's coming.
It's like, wow, you really finna just beat my ass. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, because I always think, like, granted, the Kamehameha is, it's cheap now, right? Like,
yeah,
not to be a dick about it, but it's, the movie's been cheapened to a degree.
yeah,
Everybody can do the shit. Like it makes sense kind of at this point because it was Goku's his old
yeah,
finisher.
yeah.
Like, he's moved way past that. It's still his base. He still beats people with it in different situations. You get it. At any
Mhm.
rate, that that one was just crazy because when you think of how far that move had come, even on like other credible threats, it ain't never been that sweet. Like, that's crazy. You never just
Yeah,
you didn't just walk through my shit. That's crazy. That would have my morale is killed, but I'm actually not even like I'm just not even gonna fight you now. Cause that is too disrespectful. Nah. Go fight the rest of them niggas, man. And go fight the rest of the Z fighters. Go on. Go
go
on.
go over there, go over there.
Piccolo over there. Go deal with him.
Yeah, because just choke slam me and leave, bro. You
Nah,
that was
don't even.
disrespectful.
I'm not like it's like y'all playing a game of tag. Like, no, bro, I'm not playing. I'm not a part of the game anymore.
I quit. I'm going home. He just teleports away. Like, you know what? I ain't signed up for this.
If I'm Goku, I'm instant transmission straight out of there. No, y'all straight. I get it. Until
This
he learned and until a nigga learn instant transmission, there's no real threat for me. I can always get out.
why they bring me back, bro?
Crazy,
I
man.
crazy indeed.
But that's my favorite one. I'm gonna pass it over to you.
Okay, I got a top for three. So I'm gonna just go through them. First, I'm gonna mention the one that was just like so cool and crazy. It's from Dragon Ball actually, and it's
Okay.
King. It's of course it's Master Roshi's Kamehameha when he destroyed the moon to when Goku was a great ape and he just straight up just blasted that shit. He's like, man, there's no time for this shit. Um, I'm taking the shirt off. I'm gonna show the muscles. And I'm about to blast the shit out of you. And yeah, that was just a dope ass moment with like the old school animation. All right, and then I'm thinking about the moon. Was it the moon? I'm pretty sure it was the moon, right? Yeah, he destroyed the moon. Um, that was just such a good one. Another one which I think is just like it's just pure butter. I call this the butter Kamehameha.
Mhm.
It's when Goku was in Ultra Instinct and he was fighting Kefla.
Oh yeah.
He was just feeling himself and he's just slowly charging that joint up. And Kefla's just shooting at him, blasting at him, ain't touching him. All she got was a couple of hairs off the top of his head. And she tries to blast him, and he rides the Kamehameha wave off her beam and gets in her face and blasts her out the ring of the fucking tournament of power, bro. That
Mind you, point blank.
point blank, point
Mind
blank.
you, he was in Shorty's face.
Here you go. Take this. This is for you, my sweet Saiyan woman. Goodbye. Take two in the morning. Boom, out the paint. That was just so clean. That was so crisp. And like we were still off the hype of the Ultra Instinct transformation and just keep seeing it and him developing it. So it's like, man, you can't beat that shit. And of course, my number one uh is the instant transmission Kamehameha. That's my number one.
Which one?
Simply because everyone for a second questioned whether Goku would destroy the damn Earth. His best friend was like, ain't no way. And then this nigga looking scared, like, wait a minute. Hold the fuck up. Is this nigga really that crazy? I known
Might
him
be.
for a long time, but is this nigga really that crazy? Man, that shit was so tense. Cell didn't know what was gonna happen. His son don't know what's gonna happen. He's like, Daddy, no. That's another traumatizing moment where your son think you might destroy the damn world.
Different.
Um, yeah, different. Yeah, that was just so good, so damn good, and just like a payoff, a hell of a payoff. He fucking blew Cell's top half off, bro.
Mhm.
The top half, man. That was just golden. It was a chef's kiss. But yeah, that's my tie for top.
Well, the only other one I could think of that was like, I'm not necessarily saying crazy, but the only other one I could think of personally that I thought was like Well, listen, there's been a bunch of them that was tight. It was fire. But I always thought it was nuts that this nigga threw a Kamehameha wave behind a spirit bomb when he put through that bitch on Kid Buu. Like, damn, nigga. Like, he was like, no, bro, you really
Hey, I
gotta
forgot
die.
about that.
You really for real gotta die, bro.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Is a good one. Oh, you know what's another good one? Technically,
Well,
the Kamehameha wave headbutt.
yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, that's the using it to
blast himself
propel
up.
himself. Yeah, that shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. That's another good one. Yeah,
That was the original way. That was the King Piccolo version. You feel me?
yeah, yeah. That's when he, the best moves is when you tired. That's when you see the craziest shit in Dragon Ball Z.
The
Motherfucker.
innovation.
Yeah.
It was just pure innovation. That's all it was. Innovation and desperation.
Hmm. You know, and another thing, I hope they take a book out of GT. I
Mm.
hope Goku makes like a different Kamehameha wave. Like maybe he makes like Ultra Kamehameha wave. Like the times 10 Kamehameha wave, like an Ultra Kamehameha
Yeah, I
wave.
mean, that's yeah, I mean, I guess also the properties of the move is stronger based on whenever he's in whatever forms, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe it
We
goes
didn't
like
mention
that.
we didn't mention the Kaioken times 10 and times 30 Kamehameha wave. We
No,
mentioned
I
that's
mean
a good one.
those were good ones. He sent the nigga to space with one of them, but like bro
Yeah.
came back.
Bro, he was so I love that scene because Vegeta was so done. He's like, man, fuck this planet, fuck y'all. I'm about to blow this bitch up, and then I'm leaving.
Bro, you know I like when a nigga be like, yeah, fuck this.
Fuck
He
this.
scared. They was gonna take the planet. Vegeta, he was embarrassed. He was pissed off.
He was
And
hurt.
this nigga said he's beat up. He said, you know what? Screw you and this planet.
Uh,
I'm just gonna blow this bitch down. That's what I'm finna do.
Nobody wins, bitch.
Yeah, don't nobody win. Here's the wilder part about that. This nigga was confidently doing that shit, knowing he would survive that planet getting destroyed. He didn't
Right.
go out to space when he did that, bro. He was still in the desert.
Yep. Yep.
He was still there. This nigga said, nah, you know what? Fuck y'all.
I'm tired.
This is bullshit. I'm not accepting this. This is it. And
Y'all
it's like,
kill my mans. Wait, he like, man, y'all
nah,
killed my
they
nigga.
didn't
You
kill
killed
Nappa. He killed Nappa.
him. That's what I'm saying. He's like, but you made me kill him, nigga.
Right.
It's like, bro, no,
Y'all
that's not
killed the homie. It's like you blew him up. You
killed him.
lost.
You did it. He was paralyzed, but he was alive, bro. You hit him with the most disrespectful move ever, the most disrespectfully named move in all of anime. Dirty fireworks. It's called dirty fireworks.
Yeah,
That's
you really are
bogus.
not a fan of that, man. I love it.
I love it too, but it's disrespectful.
Dirty Fireworks is great. Damn, he killed the niggas with. He killed his day one, bro.
Called dirty
He
fireworks.
Vegeta treacherous as hell.
I can't even get a Gallic gun, nigga.
He
You go
killed
give me
his
dirty
day
fireworks.
one. Vegeta treacherous as fuck, bro. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I, I always like it when they like in GT when Nappa came back. He's like, yeah, nigga, I'm back. What's up? He's like, bro,
Bro,
first of all,
nothing. You're trash.
you're trash. Oh man, can you imagine if Nappa and Raditz came back like as a duo and they're just like, yeah, we about to run it back. It's like before
They
we
don't
even
even
had this
know.
conversation, do you even know what a Super Saiyan is? Do you
Yeah,
even
bro.
know? All right,
You just know I could do it. You
just
feel
know I
me?
can do it. I'm not. We not even. We just gonna get past this. Y'all live a good life.
Yep.
Y'all live a good life on Earth. You help bring the Saiyan population back. But you bring your kids here. You don't you sit over there because there's bitching y'all. Ain't no bitch over there. No
Yep.
bitch.
Well, with that said, you got anything else you want to add?
Uh, bring back BoJack.
Bring back BoJack. Oh shit! You know what? Before I forget, we didn't do our favorite chapters of the week. What was your favorite chapter of the week?
And I'm gonna go Dan to Dan again, fam. That shit was crazy.
It's been crack, bro. I'm not gonna
Wait,
hold you.
no, wait. Yeah,
Yeah, it's been crack. It's damn. Yeah, it is
it's
Dan
been
to Dan,
crack.
bro. It's Dan to Dan for me. This them
Yeah.
ending this arc. They ended that arc perfectly. Like, oh my god, like
She just showed up.
Bryce, how we get that much character development in 2 chapters with no dialogue? We didn't get no
No dialogue.
dialogue.
We just knew we had an idea what she went through. And then y'all reminded her of some shit she never needed to be reminded of, and y'all paid for it. Bro, she took all of them out. It took her a minute. A minute.
One shot, bro.
One shot. Yeah. She's I don't even know if she's gonna be like somebody they gotta take out later. I don't know if she's just gonna be around, but they just gonna be cool with her. I don't know if it's like a turbo granny situation where she gonna be like a mentor to a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bruh, that shit crazy, fam. Just in the mirror. They're just in the mirror.
Yep.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. I don't know. I don't know. Man,
No,
y'all
fuck
ain't
niggas.
reading
Y'all should be
Dan.
reading it. Read Dan to
Y'all should be
Dan.
reading
You
Dan.
too, TJ.
Exactly. We don't need to be reading mid hero. Should be reading Dan to Dan.
Of course, he
I
took a
said it.
shot. Yeah, why
I
wouldn't
said
of all people, why would you not have taken that shot? All right, y'all. We appreciate you guys' time. This has been another episode of the Now Mind You podcast, which you guys can look forward to next week. We will be covering Chainsaw Man. We will not be covering Sakamoto Days. No. We will be covering Sakamoto Days. I'm sorry. We will be covering Chainsaw Man, Sakamoto Days. There'll be no Dragon Ball Super, but we will also have Jujutsu Kaisen. We will have My Hero Academia. But we won't have Kaiju number 8. As you guys know, it releases every other week, and Super is monthly. So other than that, we have everything else. We also have another chapter of Hajime no Ippo that TJ and I will cover next week. Um, you guys be safe out there. Be careful out here in these streets because this motherfuckers is going crazy. And
yeah.
with that, you can follow us all at Now Mind You Podcast, wherever you'd like to get your social media, wherever you'd like to get your podcast. You can follow me at Matt Hambrick. That's MatThambric, Bryce.
You can find me on Instagram at Ashe_on. So that's AXE_ONCA Bay. Forgot how to spell for a second.
Okay, then. And you guys can follow TJ at Tuss4_skate. That's TUSS4_SKATE. Peace out, guys. We'll see you over in the combat episode, or we'll just see you guys next week.
Yeah.